I have an issue because, well, obviously we know Jake Bates is probably going to be the presumable candidate to replace Michael Badgley. I imagine at some point they do bring a kicker onto the roster. James Turner was released by the Packers today. Riley Patterson was waived by the Jaguars just yesterday. Maybe they bring one of them back for a kicking competition. But what I'm really looking to see over the course of the rest of the preseason training camp is how Jake Bates fares when he misses a kick. And I especially want to see this in preseason action because we've seen with rookie kickers before, like Jake Moody, who is a fantastic kicker. Jake Moody is a great kicker. We all know that. We've seen it in the Super Bowl, how those long kicks that he made. We've seen it at Michigan. He struggled early on as a kicker in the NFL, missing some pretty easy kicks. So obviously, Jake Bates has a career. He was in the UFL or the whatever the AFL or whatever the hell it's called now with the Michigan Panthers. But playing in the NFL is a little bit different, in my opinion. It's a way different league with a way different set of rules, and it just feels like any player that is a rookie as a kicker, you kind of want to be on your toes. And here's the good thing about that, unlike Jake Moody in San Francisco, you know, Shanahan's more known as like a conservative type of coach. Dan Campbell is not, so he's not going to put his player in a position to fail. Obviously, we know the kicking leg that he has, but they want to be able to, make sure his confidence is up. Because I always tell people, goalie, kicker, pitcher, mainly a closing pitcher, all of them have the same issue. Every one of them. The best ones when something goes wrong, like they miss a kick, they miss, they get scored on, they give a home run. They're all right. They come back the next one. There's a lot of the pitchers, the kickers, and the goalies when something happens to them, they get caught in a shell, and that's why I'm kind of hoping that, in a weird way, Jake Bates misses his first field goal, and I want to see him nail the next field goal because that's how you kind of get to learn what Jake Bates is all about. I think Jake Bates is going to be fine as a kicker. We all know what he did with the Michigan Panthers inside Ford Field. It's a great time for the Detroit Lions because this is a team that can go to the Super Bowl. So every little thing matters. Like, people can overlook the kicker all they want, but having a kicker is huge. And I think if they had a kicker that they could trust, and I know they like Michael Badgley, but I feel like late in the year they really didn't, put him in positions where it was a long field goal. Like people were saying about the San Francisco game, why didn't they kick the ball? Well, Michael Badgley now hasn't kicked outside in a long time. So that was one of the reasons. So it's kind of like this Dan Campbell-ism, but it kind of works in its favor because with a rookie kicker, you're going to kind of want to keep him from bad situations that might arise as a rookie kicker. And you see it all over the place with these rookie kickers. Few of them succeed, and you're hoping that you have the one. Evan McPherson, Cincinnati, is one of those guys. There's several other examples, but there's a lot of examples of kickers just flaming out. And you're hoping that you got a kicker that could be here for the foreseeable future because, like I said before, the Detroit Lions, they have a history for having good kickers. And the fact of the matter is, when they actually have a good team, they haven't been able to find a good kicker. Like all those years with Matt Prater and Jason Hanson, nothing to show for it. They actually have a team that can win a Super Bowl. They can't find a kicker to save their lives. They're stuck with Michael Badgley. So that's what it comes down to. So Jake Bates being a rookie does concern me a little bit as a kicker because what could happen as a rookie being a rookie, like at any position. So being a kicker, it's one of the most important positions on the field, especially with kicking field goals, kicking extra points, especially with the extra point pushback. It'll be interesting to see what he can do. And now it's all on him. Like, I don't see anybody that's going to be pushing him. Maybe a Riley Patterson, but that's it. Like, this is Jake Bates' job to lose. And Jake Bates, his whole goal is to get in the right frame of mind because with Michael Badgley out, he really doesn't have any competition right now. So that really puts him in a different situation.